Hey guys, how's it going? It's Monday, May 24th, 2017. And I just want to talk because I don't do enough of these podcasts, and there's a good reason. There's a good reason I stay away from the podcast this last year, because this year has been full of some some serious ups and downs, multiple levels, friendships, relationships, families, uh, two funerals. It's just been a hectic. It's been a hectic year on a lot of levels, and I'm the type of person where it's like, if I'm not feeling right, I don't want to talk, because if I open my mouth in this forum where it's just me and the mic, I might just say a lot of shit, because it's just coming from my heart. I approach this with the same channel that I approach a diary. It's just reality. That's why the previous podcast had a topic. Like, I would love to just turn this shit on once a week or once a month or whatever and just rant and not really care about who I'm talking about. Probably not say any names, but if you know me and you listen, you're going to know I'm talking about you. And then I'll probably be like, I'll get a message or a text, or who knows, maybe I might burn a few bridges. But I'm just saying, these are just reality, and this is just the real shit, man. Because there's been times when I've had to talk to people, and I've said some real shit, and I've been like, I wish I could just say this to everybody. Why can't I just be honest and say this to everybody? Why can't I log on one day and be like, hey, what's going on? Izzy the artist, I drew this dope shit over the weekend. I had a shitty date. Why can't I talk about that? I stubbed my toe. My neighbor's dog shit in my yard. Whatever. Why can't I just? What, you want to hear the real, or do you want to hear a fucking, a smoke screen talking about a specific topic, keeping me safely away from all the shit that is really at the forefront of my concern? I'm about to be 40, dude. 40. What in the fuck? But you know what? Man, fucking 40 feels great on me. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I put a lot of effort into myself over the last few years, so I feel fucking phenomenal. I like the way my mind works. I like the way my body works. My artwork is coming together. Everything in my own personal world feels great. I only have problems when I deal with other people. I need another cup. Or I let other people's shit just weigh on me. Gotta heat up this coffee. Sorry for the noise. But hey, man, this is real. This is real life. You want to be in my kitchen with me Monday morning? This is what you get, America. Just get one more 30 seconds. I want some steam coming off of that bad boy. So yeah, man, this is just real life. Where have I been? What have I been doing? What's going on? Everybody wants to know what's going on with fucking chickens. Fucking chickens is still going on. I just haven't posted shit because it gets a little too much to have to go, hey, look what I did. Hey, look what I did. Hey, look what I did. That's basically what it is. It's just, I want to do it and be like, hey, read my fucking book, and here's the link to Amazon. Go buy it and read a story about 3 giant chickens that kill people on fucking Thanksgiving night in a small town in the middle of goddamn Kentucky. Don't you want to read about that shit? Sure you do. Boom, drop your $12 and get a nice little comic book that I put together and wait for the next one to come out. That's what I want to say. I don't want to be like, hey, look, page 16. Feed it to you on a drip. By the time I get to the end of the book, forget it. You're probably over it. I've probably shown you way too much. You've pretty much put the whole arc of the story in your mind. You think you know it. You don't know shit. But you're least likely to buy it. If you don't buy my book, basically, all these little frustrations in my life. If I don't make a living out of this shit, then I gotta go. Oh, wait. I gotta go and work for some old man and make him a billionaire. And he gives me money for my hourly time. And then I can go back to my little house and I can play on my cell phone and I can swipe left and I can swipe right and set up a nice date for the weekend. You know, that's what money gives you, man. Options. Maybe I go on a little road trip in my car. Oh, but wait, maybe I need to have all the things required to drive. So maybe I need insurance, registration, gas money, date money, girl money, life money, you name it. If I want to go and do all those things while I work for Mr. Man and make him a billionaire, I might be able to have a full life. Oh, that's the flip side of chasing your dreams, America. You have to wake up. You have to wake up and realize, oh shit. And it's not like this for everybody, you know. Some people, really what it comes down to is connections, because no one goes anywhere without other people. That's just the bottom line. You might be able to work some shit and make it happen all on your own, but the bottom line is, if no one buys your shit, you need people, man. You need people. You need people to help you out financially. You need people to help you out with connections, and I mean, shit. Everything I've got is because some person told me, hey, I know somebody. Hey, you should talk to this person. Hey, you ever hear of this place? Go over there and ask for Mike. He knows something about this and that. Yeah, okay. Everything I do is connections, people. So, fuck. I lost my track of thought while I was pouring this honey. Hey, real life, baby, you want to be with me in the kitchen? This is what's happening. This is what's going to happen on a Monday morning. When the sun is up. Good, because it's been a shitty overcast weekend. The weather has matched my feelings. Well, up until right now. The sun is out, but I don't feel very bright. I had a very dull weekend. I had a shock moment weekend, really. I mean, let's just be honest about it. I had a really, there was one incident that put all of my frustrations on the table at one time. And it's simply because I got really close to meeting someone that, in my point of view, covered most of what I'm looking for in terms of someone who can inspire me, attract me, and just add that extra dimension to this entire experience that makes you want to live for somebody else, you know? All that energy that comes into the mix when you meet someone and everything seems to fit, you know? That type of shit. I got really close to that, and then she backed out at the last fucking minute, and it just threw me for a loop for like a day. All yesterday. It was just cloudy. It was cold. Hell, I think it even rained a little. I can't even remember. It's the opposite of what it is right now, man, because right now, shit, it looks like the Kentucky license plate out there with the blue sky and the green trees. But my day went to shit, man, and I have to really and I'm talking about it because, you know what, it's real life. And there's my mailman. But it's just, you know, what's important? You have to ask yourself constantly, what is most important? Because if you're trying to fit yourself into other people's lives, you might end up sacrificing some shit that you've worked hard for. You might end up biting off more than you can chew, you know? So there's all kinds of reasons to weigh options when you're trying to hitch yourself onto someone else's life. It ain't gonna be like you just date and then you just continue doing what you do and they do what they do. No, now you got a rhythm. Now you're a band. Now you got to tune up. You know, maybe she sings and you play the bass. Who knows? You got to figure it out. You know, you got to have a few jam sessions. You know? Come on, baby, let's have a jam session. Let me get to know you a little better. What do you say? What do you say? Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Remember that shit? Holla, holla, holla. Oh, man. The good old days. No. But yeah, you have to kind of weigh your shit. And I hate when it happens, but every now and then it fucking happens, man. And it makes me doubt everything. Like, I didn't want to pick up shit yesterday. I drew so that I could kind of escape from my mind. But when I sat and drew, I was like, this is all I fucking do. And I was just tired of it. I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of these shoes. I'm tired of this bed. I was tired of fucking everything. And I just wanted to sit in the dark and just let that storm pass. And the world fucking reflected the way I was feeling. And it just felt even worse. The more I walked around and looked out the windows, the more I was just like, Jesus, did I bring this shit on? Oh, brutal. But it's real life, man. It's dating. This is life at 39. No kids, no wife, no steady income, straight hustle. You want to hustle? This is a straight fucking hustle. And the hustling side of it is going well. I'm doing good. Last week I did some architectural drawings, which were fucking fun. They're fun because they're like puzzles. You got to make sure you get that perspective. Cars. I hate cars. But you got to kind of make it look like something is people live in the area. So you have to draw all kinds of stuff that just make it look like life is happening. Which when you have to draw it, it's amazing. The subtle stuff. It just puts you in a world. Rooftops in the distance. Or, shit, I got the hiccups now. Rooftops in the distance. The edges of the buildings that have shadows. When you edge a shadow, or when you shadow an edge, it's incredible how it just all of a sudden makes the building look like it's not just attached, but there's this very weird thing. A simple black line doesn't give you that. There's this weird little thing about a shadow, a small shadow that just makes you go, oh, that thing is solid. It gives you the impressions of a building. It could look like a box. It could look like just a straight up, flat out drawing. But there's something about these shadows that when I drop them in certain spots, you go, oh, window ledge, door frame, mailbox. Just a tiny little gap between the gutter and the roof. Small shit like that, but all of a sudden, it just makes it real. Even though it's painted in watercolor or whatever, it just puts it in that point of view that makes you go, wow, you know, and like a movie poster, it just pulls you in. So I did some really cool shit with that. And then I did the portrait for the boys, man. God, that broke my heart. That broke my heart. The more at first I started it, not knowing what the situation was. I got the word that this was a drawing for these two boys who lost their mom. And the oldest son, his girlfriend was the one who contacted me to get the picture done. And man, and the thing is too is like you don't know. I don't know these people, so I get the picture. I draw the faces, I arrange it, I send a comp to them. Hey, you guys like this format? Yeah, sure. They send it back. And then I get busy. And it was difficult because I don't draw children too often, but I had to draw a kid, and this little kid kept coming out with a man face. He has sharp features already for a little kid, but he just kept coming out looking like a little tiny man versus an 11-year-old kid or whatever, you know. It was brutal. But mom came out great. She was easy, great smile. She had cool hair. It's just her part was perfect. The boys, The youngest one just gave me trouble because he had a little kid head. And then I met him. They came and picked it up on Monday, or I don't remember, Saturday. They came and picked it up. And it was just like, wow, man, they now I have a person in front of me. So the girl who hired me came, the boyfriend came who just lost his mom. And this wasn't that long ago, man. For him, it might as well be 2 weeks. But it was a few months. The picture itself was taken 6 months ago. I think she'd probably passed maybe 3. I'm not 100% sure, but man, I mean, I don't see my mom enough. I can't even imagine. But it meant a lot again to give somebody something that they're probably like, because that picture, it was them on the back of the truck, but what I did was I moved them in closer. And so it's an image that they've never seen before, yet it's their mom. And it's, in terms of art, it does pull you in because the detail that I drew inside of it, you want to get close. But I imagine if this is someone that you cared about, and seeing them stylized and idealized through color, line work, highlights, things like that, people can tend to look a little bit more magical when you draw them versus the real life. And for this to be someone that you just lost, it's got to be hard, man. It's got to be hard, but over time, I'm sure that they'll appreciate that picture. And I appreciate the experience because I love drawing people, but at the same time, it's drawing something that people are going to probably weep over. That's just not, it sucks, but it's the reality of life. Could you imagine a famous person? Like if I was famous and I passed, and then everyone around starts drawing pictures of me, and you're like my girl. Everywhere you go, my face is spray painted on the wall. Somebody got me on a T-shirt. You can't get away. That would suck. That'd be like if you were in love with Jimi Hendrix at one point in your life, and everywhere you fucking go, and you're like, fucking Jimmy, man. Could you imagine? Isn't there a song about that? Didn't Kid Cudi do it? What was that one? Erase Me? Erase Me. That was the name of the song. But yeah, so last week was good in terms of work. In terms of personal life, you know what, man? Fuck if it wasn't fun just meeting someone new. Even if it only lasted a few days. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Probably because of my life. Who knows? Who fucking knows why somebody talks to you on the phone all week and then backs out at the last minute? Why do people do that? There's a million reasons why people do that. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? The hardest part is just not letting it affect you in a way where you think it's about you. It's typically it's not you, it's them scenario. Because, I don't have the drama in my life to where someone would have to really think twice. I don't have kids. I don't have any exes. I don't have any damage. I mean, trust, but, this is a world where we don't trust shit. We don't trust anything we hear. The whole world is one big untrustworthy thing where we're just hoping that the people in our lives are fucking real, at very least. Because you can't trust anything on television. You can't trust anything on the news. You can't trust anyone who's got a fucking phone in their hands because they're talking to you, but they're also talking to the person on Tinder or Facebook or POF or whatever. So like every time someone goes off, they're practically having mini relationships in their phone, and you just don't know. You just don't fucking know anymore. So guess what? Everybody's walking around with a bunch of red flags poking out the back of their ass while you're trying to be real in the front. you know? And it's true, man. It's fucking true. Like, even if I met someone who was legit, I would have my doubts, especially if I knew if every 5 seconds it was like, bing, her phone goes off for some shit. I'm like, God damn, who is contact? What is the deal? What is the deal? Can't you put your phone on for 1 second? And it could be any number of things, man. You could have notifications for 16 different apps at one time. Weather, news, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tinder. You know what I'm saying? There's a number of reasons why somebody's phone would go off. And it's just like this thing that goes, and it's just annoying. And I'm thinking, am I the only fucking guy who's willing to leave his phone at home? I've gone out and just watched everyone around me, and all I see is little lights. All I see is lights and thumbs. I was on the airplane, and when we landed, I was looking out the window, you know, like a little kid and shit. I was in the middle aisle, so I had to look out other people's windows. So I had to look, it was like I was staring at them for a while. And as soon as we touched down, man, welcome to Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. All you see is lights, cell phone lights. Bling! And then all you see is lights, and then they're flashing because people's thumbs are flat. Like if you don't stare at it and you just kind of look at it through your peripheral, that's all you see is little lights. And everybody looks like little bugs with their little antennas for thumbs and shit. But you can go out and have someone, if you can go out with someone who doesn't have a phone attached to them and have an experience and a conversation, it's so fucking nice and liberating. Especially if that person puts some knowledge on you that make you, and you think you know shit. When you think you know a lot of shit and you approach somebody and you think, okay, I got to have a kind of a surface conversation, not to appear too deep, and then that person goes, hey, you ever heard of this? And you go, oh my God. Are you woke? Are you woke as fuck? Hey, cut the shit. Cut the shit, cats. Cut the shit. All right. Anyway, it's just a real life, man. Real life. Real life on a Monday in April. The sun is shining. I don't even know what I'm getting at. I'm just trying to talk. Because I got to get this shit out. If I don't get this shit out, I sit in the room. Hey, what are you looking at? If I don't get this shit out, I get shit like this. I get this little guy right here staring at me. What do you see, cat? You see my aura? Is that what you see? What color am I today, huh? Yesterday I was probably what, purple? Probably not. What color am I now, cat? Am I green? Am I green with envy? Huh? Oh, you want some too? All right. Only got one hand here. There you go. Quit fucking with each other, you guys. Quit fucking with each other. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Move along. Move along. Move along. Oh, life. Enjoy it, guys. It only lasts a blink.